So Taurus, your week beginning the 15th of December could see you getting a desire to do something different, freshen things up, be a bit more free-spirited. And that energy is going to be amplified as we come to the end of this week too. So even if you haven't made any formal plans to go somewhere different in the run-up to Christmas, or to spend time with people that you haven't seen for some while, you may find that a spurt of desire gives you just that push to be a bit more off the cuff. But also that ninth house energy, if you are actually traveling somewhere this week, that Mars is going to evoke for you, is terrific. You have a passion for the good things in life, and if you can experience those in a different location or culture or country, even if it's for a few days, that's going to be extraordinarily enriching for you. But because Mars into the ninth house can be also somewhat of a truth seeker, if there has been a friendship that's been a little bit confusing or uncertain, and you do feel that someone's weighing you down a little bit, perhaps with their energy, they may not be doing anything manifestly unpleasant. It's just perhaps not working quite for you. A need to be a bit more escapist can also come up this week. It could also be about a job or a lifestyle pattern that you have. So if you do find yourself towards the end of this year just doing things in a completely fresh way, that really wouldn't be a surprise. And in fact, although you have a reputation as someone who loves routine, can be quite adhered to them, and you have an appreciation of all of that, over the last years, since 2008, Pluto was pushing you to challenge your past tendency to stick with what you knew. And then more recently, over the last 7 years, Uranus has also been having that impact as well. So if you really have got a taste for doing things spontaneously and just being a little bit more fresh in your approach, those energies can call out to you this week for sure. But we do have that new moon, which occurs on Saturday in your 8th house. The 8th house can be about shared resources, it can be about financial investments, it can be about things like pensions and savings, but also things like legacies and inheritances. And if you are doing some planning for your future, perhaps with a partner, the fact that it's a new moon that does clash with both Saturn and Neptune, perhaps it's just a reminder not to be too idealistic, not try to squirrel away too much money, or not necessarily expect too much from any investments you make. But if you are thinking of doing something to do with business or money, just make sure that your facts are really clear, because with the swirling misty energy of Neptune in the mix and the more restraining energies of Saturn, what you're being told or briefed might not be quite to your advantage. So for example, if you were thinking about some kind of financial instrument, best to get more than one source of advice. Or if you're thinking about heading in a new direction with a business, talk to someone who's quite experienced, even if you are, because just a different view, a different perspective could actually be very helpful to you. And I think actually over the festivities you may find yourself being drawn to people who in the past wouldn't necessarily have been your cup of tea, but actually those connections can turn out to be very enriching indeed. And if you're single, it could see you sparking with someone who may not have been your past cup of tea, but could be your future spicy flavour. But if you've yet to order your personal forecast for year 2026, you can do so now. You'll get your life roadmap chart as well, and interpretation. These are totally unique to each person. There is 30% off, and also you'll get my free gift of your zodiac general, love, Chinese and Indian forecast for the year ahead for each of the 12 zodiac signs.